everybody, it's your boy DB6. Welcome back to the channel. What you're about to see here are my stream clips edited down to the specific video that I react to. I go live on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 6:30. It's roughly about 3 hours. If you enjoy what you see here, hop on over, talk shit, have fun, and enjoy the content. All right, next up we got testing the world's most depreciated car. If you know anything about cars, it should not be any sort of surprise that it's a Maserati. Also, I'm really glad that he won the car. He's been in so many challenges and lost all of them, so I'm glad he finally won one.
This Maserati cost $107,000 in 2019, but today you could buy it for under 30 grand.
That is absolutely fucking insane. That's a 70% decrease in value.
This car is the most depreciated.
Oh my god, I had a stroke.
$80,000 in value.
But that's for the sucker who bought it in 2019. So, is buying a used Maserati really such a bad idea?
Yes. It's a fucking Maserati. It's only going to depreciate worse. It's built like a damn toy car. It is not a good vehicle.
Or is it a cheat code for getting a used luxury exotic
No.
car for cheap?
Well, today we are going to put this thing to the test.
Horrible
and
idea.
Find out. Welcome to Donut.
Horrible idea.
Most Maserati customers bought their Quadriporte because of this badge right here. It's not 4 rings, it's not a roundel, it's a Trident.
And just like Drake's big old thing, this car is different.
Can we stop talking about this fucking Drake nonsense? Why? I get it. But why does everybody keep fucking bringing it up? Let it go.
And
Move
different
on.
things scare people. Maserati haters will tell you that this car looks bad, that it
does look bad.
fast, that the interior is terrible, that it's got maintenance issues.
It
But I
does
want
have
those
maintenance
people to be
issues.
wrong. I want this car to be awesome because I think getting $80,000 off of a nearly new awesome car is a come up.
And one of the first things people will say
It's
about the
something.
car
It ain't a come up, I'll tell you that.
in performance.
That's right, Justin. And if you had to guess the horsepower of this thing using your world famous butt dyno, how much horsepower would you say that this thing had?
I don't know, that's
I
fine.
don't know what that was.
I mean, it's not slow.
It's not slow. It took a second for it to figure out what it wanted to do. But it is a twin turbo V6.
Yeah, and
at the
it
end of the
feels
day.
new.
It does feel new. It feels young and youthful. You know, it's not throwing your socks off, though.
It doesn't, but it's like for a car with a reputation of being like kind of meh, and I do understand this thing started at over $100,000, but as reviewed, $30,000.
$30,000 bucks.
So if you had to guess, all right.
Yeah, it's a good $30,000 car because it's literally built for $30,000. They put the emblem on it and then they charge you out the ass for no reason. People realize that after they buy it and realize they made a giant financial mistake. It's not. It doesn't make it a good car. It's terrible that they charge you what they do.
I'm leaning towards 425.
Did you look?
I did not look.
Dude, this thing has 425 horsepower,
Oh!
and that is why it's the most famous butt dyno in the world.
Yeah!
Dude, you should work at a circus.
Dude, what?
You should work at a carnival, dude.
Wow.
If you're like us, you love solving problems to keep
My
your
God.
car running well.
Another fucking ad. Nope, we're not doing ads here. I don't get paid to watch this video. I'm not watching your ad.
Oh, this is pretty good.
I know, that's exactly my thought process too. I was like, okay.
Ooh.
Again, dude, for $30,000.
Yeah, for $30,000 it's good, but it's not a $30,000 car. Yeah, you may have been able to buy it for $30,000, but it's a $100,000 car. They sell it out of the dealership when it's produced for $100,000, which means you have to evaluate it as a $100,000 car. It is not worth $100,000. That's why it depreciates.
It gets up,
It does.
and it doesn't sound bad at all.
It doesn't. I thought it would sound like crap.
Yeah. Oh, Justin, it is. It does share some DNA with a Ferrari.
Oh, right, because I've always heard from Maserati owners, well, it's got a Ferrari motor in it.
Yeah.
Is that true?
It is somewhat true, not entirely false, let's just say. All right, so the specific
Wow, so that's
engine
not
in
even
this
an
car,
answer.
the F160AN shares a lot of parts with the Ferrari 154.
Oh.
Okay, but the block is designed by Maserati, then built in Indiana, sent to Ferrari for assembly, and then back to Maserati.
Now, why do they do this shit? Why do they make a car in one spot and have all the other things made in all different other countries and everything and ship it all over the place? I never understood that. That's just a genuine, like, I don't understand why they do that.
Maserati to be put in the car.
I feel like that's
Maserati
counterproductive.
is owned by Stellantis, and a lot of car companies are owned by other companies now.
Yeah, I mean, that goes to say with everything.
Yeah, for the foreign title.
Now, one thing that
Does that mean that I can go get made somewhere else and be a foreign title?
everyone will tell you about
It's kind of enticing.
Maserati is that the maintenance costs are going to put you in the grave. In fact, the cost of maintenance and fear of stuff
Because you're maintaining a $100,000 car. You have to use expensive parts to maintenance the car. Hence why it's not a good car.
breaking is probably the #1 reason why this thing is so depreciated.
Funny you say that, because the maintenance overdue light is on.
Well, luckily,
Wow, shocker.
we know a good mechanic, so let's take it to him and see what he thinks.
I bet you it's Zach Joe. I bet you it's Zach. Oh, no, it's not.
Pretty much a Ferrari.
They have this guy do, like, reviewing products videos or viewing mechanic hacks. Yeah, throw this car in the trash is right. I'm
This thing started out
triggered by this video.
brand new, was $107,000
The fact they keep saying nice things about the cars.
in 2019.
Ridiculous.
Now you can buy one for $29,000. So we're trying to figure out why. And one of the things that
Because it's a
everyone
hunk of
knows is
garbage.
the maintenance costs are gonna be insane.
Pop the hood.
It's open.
Well, we worked on a couple of them,
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
so they're not that bad. The only problem really is being realistic. Just the way you rolled in,
Uh-huh.
I see a Maserati.
Yeah.
I see my.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
The contradiction this man just had. He said, when I see a Maserati, I see money. Meanings the parts are expensive. What is not computing these people's brains?
Body wise is pretty pricey. Parts are reasonably cheap.
This thing,
No, they're not.
man, put it on some Workmeisters.
Well, I mean,
This thing looks
you know
sick.
what? They look badass. They look badass. It's like a poor man's Ferrari, I want to say.
I'm saying, dude, it's the come up of the century. $30,000 Ferrari, baby.
Honestly, it's the best hack. You want to look damn flossy. You want to look baller. You want to look good over there in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, if you want to look good to people who know nothing about cars and buy something that have zero value to people that actually know cars or have any sense of what Maserati of a brand is, yeah, go ahead, buy this car all day long. But if you want to actually have like a really good car and be like, yeah, no, this is an actual good car, don't buy a fucking Maserati. Oh, you're gonna hear it about 20,000 more times.
Hollywood, this is it.
It's a $30,000 car, dude.
Easy, like
But it was 100, so that means it's a good car now.
They're all listed as some of the most depreciated cars of 2024. Like, why do you think that is?
maybe because they salvage them so much, so easily, and then just it reaches everybody else's hands. Like, does it say they salvage the car?
I just gotta notice nothing what he's talking about. The car depreciates because the value comes down. If you can't keep the value of the car up, it's depreciating. That has nothing to do with the fact that it's been wrecked. Otherwise, Vipers would be $5,000 because they're all destroyed. So the fact that he's saying they're getting salvaged, no, because people buy them, they can't afford them, they get freaking repoed, brought to a damn salvage lot, and then they get sold for pennies on the dollar because the people at the repo lot realize, this is a Ford Fusion. We can't sell this for top dollar. And then they get sold for $30,000.
For like 50
It's
grand.
that simple.
Now it's out there, salvage title for like 15 to 20 G's. It's reachable. and then that moves the market. Because
If they don't add anything more, I'm moving past this video.
And it has adjustable coilovers, so they look proper. I think that's why, because all the salvage cars out there, they total these for no reason. I think
Well, the value.
but yeah, the insurance.
It's like, oh, we aren't gonna pay 30 grand to fix a 30 grand car, you know?
So it's like a snake eating its own
It's
tail.
not a $30 grand car. It's a $107,000
So
car.
insurance is going to look at how much it is to fix it. It's also already depreciated, so they're not going to spend $30,000 to fix a $30,000 car, which makes them depreciate even more, which gets us back to the beginning of this disgusting, awesome cycle that allows guys like us to drive brand new Ferrari
He says brand new. Homie's not showed us the miles one time.
sedans, baby.
Now, it's an interesting theory.
And look at this fucking color. Like, would you want to roll up in this car? No. No, I'm not driving this color, depreciated, hunk of shit car that costs an arm and a leg to maintenance when I can just go buy a brand new car for the same price that's not going to have as many problems. That the parts aren't going to be hundreds of dollars every time. Like,
But if anything, it proves to me that this might actually be the hack of the century. But do other people
it's not a hack.
think this car is luxurious?
In order to get a feel for exactly how luxurious this car is, we're gonna grab our senior producer, Christina, and put her in a bunch of different vehicles blindfolded to see if she can tell which one is the most expensive. You're gonna get inside.
Oh, I can't wait to see what else they put her in. I was about to click off. Now I got to see how fucking
This is number one.
disgustingly biased this opinion's going to be.
All right, there you go. All right, cool.
Okay.
Step in.
Okay. All right. So
That's a sick angle. You're doing this,
am I
lady.
allowed to just
No
touch
help.
stuff, or am I waiting
that's
for
the
you?
camera. Watch out.
Oh, okay. I want to express that I really can't see anything.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good. You feel that?
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
Like a console.
Yeah, but like what material?
There's a reason they have that camera in there. Can't be saying that shit without fucking documentation of what's going on.
The ceiling here. This is not.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
You know what I mean? Like, cause you guys didn't tell me. I was just told I wasn't allowed to go into the lot all day. The seat doesn't feel like a luxury car. Oh, but they're definitely. It feels like a new car. I'll say that.
So you're not impressed with the
See what she's saying?
I'm not super impressed. I feel bad now. I feel like I railed on this car, and it's fine.
All right, you ready?
She just shit all over this car. Because it's garbage. When you're blindfolded and you don't have that fucking Maserati Trident beaming you in the fucking face, you realize how shit this car is. Oh my god. It's not rocket science.
Next car.
Okay.
I feel like I'm being a jackass hater, but it's like ridiculous. What are these fucking comparisons? What are these You just put her in a fucking SUV.
In your first
Dude.
impression so far, how's that seat feel?
Okay. Seat is significantly more comfortable.
It's a
than the last
Lexus.
one. It's more. Of
course it is.
Ergonomical.
It's an ugly ass front end though.
Ergonomic? What's the material
Ergonomic.
like?
And what they did to that front end.
Material, it's better. I think it's a leather. I think the dash feels somewhat similar to the last one. I like this car better than the last car.
Okay.
Wow, riveting.
This car's more expensive.
I would say this car feels more expensive. Oh boy.
They're gonna put her in a fucking
Not a
Miata.
luxury car.
This is ridiculous.
You have a feeling this is one of our drift cars. I'm just gonna say that right now.
She's in a fucking racing harness. What do you mean? Of course she's gonna think it's not an expensive car. Why don't you put her in an expensive car? Put her in a fucking Ferrari. Or better yet, put her in an Alfa Romeo. That's an actual Ferrari designed car.
Cheapest car. I can say that on number 3. This is probably the cheapest car.
In some people's eyes, this
Oh my
car.
God.
See, this is one thing about Donut Media that always pissed me off. They have good concepts, but sometimes their execution is just fucking dog shit, man.
Is made of gold, okay?
Respectfully, let's get out of this car.
All right, cool. Let's get the next one.
Okay.
All right, watch out.
Yep. Dash is nice. Not as nice as the first two. Little passenger princess clip here.
It's called the oh shit handle.
All right. What do you think about the seat and the materials?
Seat's comfortable. Material, it feels like a not real leather to me. Like a
Because it's a Honda.
Oh.
You find like a mid-range car.
All right, pull them off.
Ooh,
Welcome back to reality.
so unsettling.
All right, so out of the 4 cars, which one would you say is the most luxurious car?
Just gonna say 2.
So
Yeah,
what would you
that
say
was
the
obvious.
cheapest, least luxurious car was?
The third one.
What made you think
No shit, you put in a fucking Miata.
The seats were better. I felt like the materials felt nicer.
So, number 1, the most expensive MSRP wise was the Maserati Quadriporte. This Lexus RZ, about $57,000. Our glorious Money Pit Miata, which is
Beautiful.
absolutely priceless.
Yes, of course.
If we could
The
fit it in.
funnest one,
Yes, absolutely.
for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. This Acura Type S, also about $57,000. So, I do want to point out something that you thought was cheap. I told you to touch this, and
Yeah.
you said that feels like crap.
I didn't say I feel like
You
crap.
said it was cheap.
Rewind the tape.
Not expensive.
Would you say this is $107,000?
So she just proved his ass wrong and rewind the tape. This is exact. She didn't say anything that he said at all.
Car. But here's the best part.
No.
Today, $29,000. So would you buy this now?
You're oh my god, you're a fucking Maserati glazer, bro. Yeah, you can buy it for $29,000. She shit on it so hard because it's not worth $170,000.
Now
God.
it's less than 30 grand.
No, why would anyone do that? It's like a dumb question.
It's a come up.
So I think Maserati has the reputation of being like a fake rich car.
Yeah.
Like people buy it because of the name.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
a
the
car
only
guy
reason why people buy Maseratis, because of the
who
name.
Reads about cars a lot. I have the opposite reaction when I think of a Maserati. I think
All right,
not good.
all right. I've had enough for this video. I'm done. I'm done with Donut Media. They're just repeating themselves. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. The video was sponsored by Maserati. I think it was fucking bunch of Maserati meat riders over there.